Welcome to Module 1, Sustainability of Agri-Food Industry. We will explore the various aspects of sustainable agriculture and its benefits on both the environment and our well-being. Today, we begin with the first lesson which delves into food consumption and well-being. The relationship between agriculture and environmental sustainability is vital for our food system. Sustainable agriculture balances food production with ecosystem preservation, ensuring the well-being of both people and the planet. Understanding this connection is crucial for a future where our food systems support a sustainable and healthy world. Agriculture has a significant impact on the environment and biodiversity, and sustainable practices are necessary to reduce this impact. Here are some ways in which agriculture affects the environment. Greenhouse gas emissions. Food production accounts for 25 to 26% of global greenhouse gas emissions. The food chain emits greenhouse gases through its life cycle, including agriculture, manufacturing, distribution, retail, and waste disposal. These emissions are distributed across various stages in the food chain, starting with crop production, which accounts for 27% of food-related emissions. Of this, 21% comes from direct human consumption, while 6% arises from the production of animal feed. Livestock and fisheries are also major contributors, responsible for 31% of food emissions. The supply chains involved in processing, transportation, packaging, and retail contribute 18% to food-related emissions. The impact of agriculture on land use is significant as well, contributing to 24% of food emissions. Within this category, livestock is responsible for 16% of emissions, while crops for human consumption contribute 8%. A substantial part of emissions is attributed to food waste, which accounts for about one quarter of the total. Approximately 3.3 billion tons of food are wasted from production to consumer stages, including losses in the supply chain. Addressing food waste is crucial in reducing overall emissions. Mitigating the environmental impact of agriculture requires comprehensive efforts to address emissions through the food production process, implement sustainable practices, and minimize food waste across the supply chain. According to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, agriculture is the overwhelming direct cause of deforestation. One of the main causes of deforestation is the clearing of cropland and pasture. Norman Myers found that 5% of deforestation is caused by livestock, 19% by excessive logging, 22% by palm oil plantations, and 54% by slash and burn. Pesticides are indispensable in agricultural production. They have been used by farmers to control weeds and insects, and their remarkable increases in agricultural products have been reported. The increase in the world's population in the 20th century could not have been possible without a parallel increase in food production. About one-third of agricultural products are produced depending on the application of pesticides. Without the use of pesticides, there would be a 78% loss of fruit production, a 54% loss of vegetable production, and a 32% loss of cereal production. Pesticides are used to kill pests and control weeds using chemical ingredients. Hence, they can also be toxic to other organisms, including birds, fish, beneficial insects, and non-target plants. Pesticide contamination moves away from the target plants, resulting in environmental pollution. Studies emphasize the importance of addressing not just food production and distribution, but also our dietary choices to effectively reduce food-related greenhouse gas emissions. Research highlights the need to decrease meat and dairy consumption to mitigate environmental impact. Sustainability in healthy consumption involves mindful eating to combat obesity, reducing food waste through strategies like meal planning and composting, prioritizing seasonal and healthy foods, and cutting down on unhealthy processed food consumption. Online shopping and conscious consumption planning play a role in making informed choices. 0 kilometers in the context of agricultural products signifies minimal transportation distance from production to sale, reducing the environmental impact, particularly carbon dioxide emissions. This approach promotes the consumption of locally sourced products, emphasizing shorter supply chains. It breaks the pattern often seen in large-scale retail operations. Local markets and direct sales from regional farmers are prime sources for 0 kilometers food. The type of food produced, particularly whether it's animal-based or plant-based, significantly influences GHG emissions. Numerous studies have modeled the GHG contributions of various foods, and dietary patterns, typically comparing average diets in different countries with healthier and vegetarian options. These studies aim to inform policy and practices related to diet, health, and sustainability. Diets with a higher proportion of plant based products generally lead to lower GHG emissions. However, results vary among countries and studies, and recommendations differ accordingly. Some emphasize health messaging with environmental benefits, while others focus on environmental impact. Reducing government subsidies for animal sourced foods and redirecting investments toward healthier plant based options is suggested as a rational policy approach. However, the political and economic context plays a significant role in shaping effective policy measures. Plant based diets can meet nutritional requirements across all life stages and offer health benefits, including chronic disease prevention. The challenge lies in framing dietary change messages to promote both health and environmental sustainability without leading to unintended consequences such as eating disorders. Thank you for your attention.